Strategies of controlled chaos and intentional incitement of the forces of chaos in the world at large are also intertwined with the general satanic ideology and its higher principles. Those individuals who are moderate or extreme occultists in their different branches of the satanic belief system are also practicing the same divide and conquer strategies in order to gain advantage and oppress the masses, through a lack of empathy and compassion for the plight of others. Satanism promotes the rise of master manipulators and sociopathic personalities to exploit every human psychological and emotional weakness for personal gain. For the satanic occultist, psychic attacks and black magic are designed to divert soul energy and produce spiritual weakness, along with the premeditation of complex strategies that are designed to destroy opposition at any cost. Therefore, many Satanists are masters of propaganda, using complex deceptions for psychological manipulation in an attempt to indoctrinate the public into various forms of moderate to extreme satanic ideology through the controlled mainstream media. Tyranny or freedom. Therefore, for those of us participating in this global awakening, each of us must re-educate ourselves to better understand our true spiritual origins and hidden history, to more accurately assess the collective problems of the human race that we currently face and the challenges of the current environment. We have all been here before, standing on this precipice of great evolutionary change during the time of the fall of the First World. The same choices were presented to us, love or fear. We must pay attention to the signs and patterns in our world and learn to evolve and change from the destructive experiences we know have happened in past histories. Much of the current crisis and themes we are facing now are embedded in our hidden galactic history. The events that trigger the historical timeline have been stolen from our memories and are repeating themselves in multiple time dimensions, over and over again. They continue to repeat these same destructive patterns from past stories in the development of human consciousness, hindering our growth until we understand how to evolve beyond these previous experiences and emotional themes, where we must choose love over fear. The path to personal freedom. When we study the patterns of the past and learn from our mistakes, we can actually choose a different future for ourselves, an ascending timeline that benefits all human beings. We need to remember how to believe in ourselves again and have faith in our innate divinity to free ourselves from the fear-based mind control used by external dark forces. When we are connected internally, we see through their tactics designed for the purpose of subjugation, to passively accept this global tyranny of fear imposed by the controlling humans and non-humans. These controlling groups are a small minority on Earth, and yet they have successfully conditioned us to fear through sophisticated social engineering and technological mind control for many millennia. To mold us into blindly accepting what we are told without question, whereby the human race passively accepts the fear-based narrative and limitations imposed for the implementation of various means of consciousness enslavement. Taking humanity out of personal freedom, our true identity and story are under attack by the way we express ourselves in the world with loving kindness, compassion, empathy, and personal autonomy, which is now being intentionally weaponized against us. How the Na despises the divine birthright of heart-based expression of unconditional love, empathy, and intimate connections that exist between authentic spiritual human beings. The Western value system, which was intended to defend constitutional freedoms and human rights for all peoples, is taking the last stand through those courageous individuals who love personal liberty and recognize the many dangers behind the current draconian ordinances. Carefully planned policies to limit human freedom are being synchronized and put into practice now in all westernized governments, which historically happens just before a major coup attempt. In this case, it is being orchestrated to generate consent for the fall of tyranny, with the shadow government emerging to impose its technocratic totalitarianism through the world order. We are teetering on that precipice. The first step that must happen is that we need to wake up from our slumber and stop believing the lies of the invisible puppeteers and their spokespeople, so that we can see exactly who is who through their lies and the imposition of authoritarian goals. Know the motivation and desired end result behind various false flag events, military-grade propaganda, criminalization of truth-tellers and victims of rape and heinous crimes, as the widespread use of weaponized narratives is designed to confuse the masses during power grabs. Disclosure can only happen if more people are willing to use critical thinking and common sense in doing their due diligence in researching the real facts, and are willing to face some dark and unpleasant truths in the process of that discovery. The people of Earth will have to rise up and unite to be held accountable and then decide the consequences that will lead to the path of tyranny or freedom. In loving service, Lisa Renee.